tur.
Janis.
Dave versus Ermes. Big match for Dave is a substitute for Jerry Caderet. He was supposed to pull Ermes, but he got injured, couldn't pull. So now Dave is stepping in. 7 weeks ago he had the just match of a lifetime versus Vitaly Laletin. So
will this fight will look similar? What do you think?
I think there's a big possibility where it looks exactly the same as it was Vitaly versus Dave.
Vitaly and Ermes both are known as I would say in Europe, maybe not only in Europe, as the best top rollers. If you talk about heavyweights, and I have mentioned before, and we met Pascal Gerard in Istanbul, no, not in Istanbul, in Antalya, in Turkey, in World Championship, and Pascal said one thing about Ermes, like Ermes knows how to arm wrestle, and that's really true. Ermes is one of best top rollers in the world. He's very good at not letting other arm wrestlers to get inside. Yeah. But how Ermes possibly can lose, and we have seen that as well before, that some other, even maybe better top roller or stylistically not so.
Yeah. When you're not protecting.
He's protecting, and
he's protecting different things.
Yeah, and I'm talking about his fight with Alex Kurdecha, when Alex was able to take Ermes' hand, and that's it. If you take top roller's hand, you don't have any other weapon, and Ermes have just this one, which is really good, perfect style for him, working great for him, but he don't have anything else. And for Ermes, he need to control Dave's pronator. That's the thing. If they both will stay with flat wrist or somewhere in center, when
even a little bit wrist bend back,
they both could be with flat wrist, but Dave still can fight from that position. With sub against Vitaly, we have seen before. Dave is very good in this position. Yeah. Hermes needs that control with hand, with fingers to attack a rotator and take not only Dave's wrist a little bit, but also his rotator, pronator, and that's then he is in his position, and he will, if he will get that position, I believe he will win easily. I don't see possibility. Okay, it is always possibility, but I don't see that Dave could win against Ermes without a hand, without a wrist, like he did against Vitaly. Even in latest rounds, and I think Ermes' arm is strong enough, and if he will get in his position, he will win. It will be, in my eyes, it's fight about hand control, about wrist, who will get that position. Also, can Dave get inside with Ermes? I don't see that. And of course, Ermes himself will not go inside with Dave for sure.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Most also very possible that it will be straps.
Oh yeah. Both of them, I think, need straps for that one, because they will not want to hold on. If he holds on, Ermes is just going to take that wrist and.
With fight with Vitaly, we saw that Dave was struggling to get to straps many times.
Yes, yeah.
And absolutely, to stay that flat wrist position, in a strap, it could be even more effective. That's true. Dave needs a strap. How it will be with Ermes, with his hand control, maybe even without a strap, it's better for him. But if you see easily, Ermes lost against Kurdecha, Kurdecha lost against Dave. Yeah. From one side, it seems like absolutely Dave should be favorite. Also, we know that
Ermes won
against Gennady Kukwinja, and Gennady Kukwinja won. Okay, he lost first 2 rounds, but he won a whole match against Dave. So it could be opposite side. But how about Morozov and Ermes? Did Morozov not Ermes, but Dave? Did Morozov top rolled? Dave.
Yeah.
He was able to top roll.
Yeah.
Again, not for very beginning.
He started, but then he beat him in a hook for the later rounds. But At the start, like Dave is the most dangerous at the beginning because he's just a powerhouse. If Ermes can take that risk, then most likely he will. Because Dave, sometimes he doesn't care about the wrist. He has so much side pressure that he just goes sideways. I think we will see. Dave now knows he can flop wrist if needed. So if something doesn't work.
That fight was just 7 weeks ago. When I think about myself as an arm wrestler, and if like months ago or 7 weeks ago, I would have had such a fight with someone. Without a hand, I don't know. First of all, some minor injuries. Second, I needed months at least to recover from this.
Yeah, like
at least.
If we pull, let's say we pull on Monday, and you take my wrist, and I keep arm wrestling without the wrist, my wrist is gone for the whole week, maybe 2 weeks.
But it's different.
Even in practice,
we are talking about practice.
And then competition is like 10 times, and it was like for at least 30 minutes, for last rounds. It was just crazy.
But Dave is a genetic freak. He's a genetic freak, and we have seen him not only that. So, Dave, in my eyes, Dave is one of physically strongest arm wrestlers in the world. He's super genetically gifted, and he's strength-based arm wrestler. He's good technically on table, but I don't see him as a great on table. Usually, when Dave have some longer fight, we can talk about that he's losing because of endurance, but also what I see, he's usually not making much adjustments. No. He's doing same thing, and I was very surprised, and I believe also Dave was surprised, and that was his emotions after a fight with Lilia. He was so happy with Vitaly Layetin about that result, but because he was able to change direction of fight when he was starting to lose. He was able to change and win that fight, and he did some adjustments. That going for that press, it was I would say intentional. He was doing it intentionally.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he made decision to do it, and it was working. So
beautifully, he was very good.
Absolutely,
protected himself and got the shoulder behind, and it's so he knows more now about himself. Will that help in this match? What do you think? What's your prediction?
It's hard to predict, like I said, about position. I kind of see that Ermes, in my understanding, Ermes could be favorite on this one. If we talk about whole match, could they win against maybe like first two rounds? Very possible. Very possible.
I think he's super dangerous in the first,
especially in the
round.
first rounds. Yeah, but if we talk about whole fight, I think Ermes could take this one. But as always,
we'll see. But I think Ermes is the favorite. There's too many things for him than against him. Stylistically, and he was preparing for Jerry Caderet, so he's ready for someone that will,
I think Jerry was at least not. I don't know if even more dangerous, but not like less dangerous for sure. If we talk about opponent for Ermes, that's stylistically an arm wrestler who could give Ermes some serious trouble. Yeah, but we will see. We will see. It was like Dave had 2 losses in a row, and then he has lost in the East against West the last 2 of his fights. But in both of those fights, he won first 2 rounds. So it's
arm wrestling. Yeah. It's like the match we want to see. Like they have never pulled each other. They both want to go. Both eventually want to challenge 11 maybe again.
Yeah.
So for them, it's a big test to see where the level is.
Yeah. And right now, I think both of them, we can say both of them are somewhere in that very top, or like if we would put maybe the rank, they could be both in the top 5. Absolutely. So
East versus West 5 next Saturday. Link is in description. Buy the pay-per-view. Stay strong
and love arm wrestling.